My name is Gabriel Harp. I am the Research Director with the Alliance for the Arts and Research Universities at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. I'm here. I want to share with you some practical tools for broader impacts work that we've developed over the last couple of years that we think they can help people like you create, develop, and support broader impacts from research. Broader impacts professionals often find themselves supporting the work of academic researchers, community partners, staff, leadership, students, and making connections, catalyzing new projects, communicating, implementing. And this work is often characterized by the need to better communicate broader impacts, as well as integrate a variety of perspectives and practices in pursuit of teamwork, common goals, and objectives. First one I want to tell you about is our impacts map. Here it describes dozens of impacts that stem from the fine, performing, and applied arts and design, and it provides some insight around how these impacts contribute to different university missions of research, teaching, and public engagement. On the back of the map as well, there's a rubric for working through many of the key questions about broader impacts, such as the intended audience, outcome, evidence of impact, and so on. And the map is great for workshops where individuals and teams need to come together to define and articulate broader impacts around proposals, learning outcomes, experiential outcomes, and so on. And it's also useful as a diagnostic tool for asking and working through with community partners, for example, about the kinds of impacts that they've experienced. Another tool I want to share with you is called our Arts Integration Workbook. It provides some additional prompts for mapping stakeholders, for creating relevance, and for defining what successful broader impacts that includes the arts can look like to help you build a better shared vision for what a program entails, and to really delve deep into how broader impacts proposal might affect change for different groups. It can help save weeks of work, provide structure and clarity for your group's work, minimize stress for you, your team, your participants, and accelerate your ability to assemble exemplary case-making materials and raise the quality of your messaging. The third tool that I want to share with you is something called our collaboration kit. It's a workshop for collaborative know-how, and it's built as a 2-day workshop, simulation exercise, and design sprint. And the idea is fairly simple. Participants work through a simulation, something that's provided here with the simulation briefs, to tackle a particular set of challenges that are articulated ahead of time. And they use that experience as a way to reflect on the collaborative practices that they're using. And so there are opportunities to sort of move in and out of the simulation. There are a variety of activities. It can be run as a 2-day workshop, but it can also be disentangled into a variety of separate activities. For example, there's a team charter activity, which walks teams through what counts as success for this work, defining the edges of the collaboration, what's in, what's out, how do you know if it's successful, what's the duration, is it short or is it long, what kinds of things are you going to make, how are you going to make decisions together, and so on. There's a workbook for participants that provides some great process and reflective activities. There's a facilitator's guide with tips and that walks facilitators to sort of the mindsets for running the activities in the workshop, as well as checklists for planning and materials and so on. All these materials are online, and you can find links to that in the accompanying materials with this video. And last but not least, I just want to point to 2 games that we also developed. These are games. One is called Implicit Explicit, and the other is called What's Next. Both of these games are designed to help unlock the hidden assumptions associated with expectations around roles, around how we work together, collaborations, and looking forward. What's Next looks at the passions, the needs, the skills, and the artifacts that are associated with coming up with a new research project or idea. And it's something that can be used individually to help ideate or as part of a team of two or more people. And it helps particularly identify some perhaps uncommon connections, things that you might explore as part of a broader impacts project or a proposal. So I invite you to check that out. The last is Implicit Explicit. And it invites us to look at some of the unspoken expectations and implicit agreements about how things work around here. It was created primarily to help shed light on the explicit and implicit rules and expectations for reappointment, tenure, and promotion, but the concept is flexible enough to be applied in many situations. So I hope you check that out as well. All of these resources, again, are available online at a2ru.org/insights, or please check out the accompanying materials as well. Thank you.